The bell above the door jingled as the early morning sun spilled through the windows of Emma's place, a quiet little diner on the edge of Santa Maria, New Mexico. The kind of town you only end up in if you're running from something, or trying to build something new. No one ever guessed which one Jake Walker was doing. At first glance, Jake looked like any other small-town single dad. Worn boots, calloused hands, a smile that didn't quite reach his eyes. He flipped eggs with one hand and helped his 8-year-old daughter with math homework with the other. Locals loved him, not just because the coffee was always hot or the pie was always homemade, but because he remembered birthdays, slipped free pancakes to tired truckers, and let hungry teens wash dishes for a meal without asking questions. No one knew his past. Not even his daughter, Emma. She just knew Daddy had old scars, and that sometimes, he would stare out the window too long when the news talked about places like Syria or Juarez. It was a Tuesday, a sleepy kind of day when the radio played old Springsteen tracks and the sheriff usually stopped in for peach cobbler. But this Tuesday, the silence broke with the screech of tires. 3 black SUVs pulled up outside the diner. Dark-tinted windows. No plates. Jake's jaw tightened the moment he saw them. He wiped his hands on a towel, reached under the counter, and pressed a small button hidden beneath the register. It wasn't an alarm. Not to the police, anyway. Just a signal that told his daughter in the back room. Hide. Quiet. Now. The door burst open. 6 men entered. Tattoos coiled around thick necks. Guns visible. The one in front, with a snake inked across his scalp, smiled without warmth. "You're Jake Walker?" Jake said nothing, just set down a coffee pot and met his eyes. Snakehead continued. "This town's sitting on our new supply route. And this sweet little diner? Perfect front. You let us work from here. No one gets hurt. Say no." He gestured lazily to the crowd of morning regulars now frozen mid-bite. "Things get messy." Behind the counter, Jake didn't move. 1,000 memories flickered in his mind. Sandstorms. Gunfire. A night in Helmand where he'd watched 3 brothers bleed out under a red moon. He hadn't picked up a weapon in almost a decade. He'd promised Emma. Promised himself. But some ghosts don't stay buried. Jake finally spoke.